Hi there, and welcome to Heart Speak Warriors Forum. It is a Wednesday, and I realize that I'm doing the upload what will be considered a day late, but I realized that I needed to change my upload days for the purpose of not bumping into my husband's broadcast, because a lot of the people who watch my videos also watch his stuff, and I don't ever want to be in a competition or pulling people away from things they want to do, especially if I ever decide to do a live video. So, I'm going to start doing my uploads on Wednesdays and Sundays. And I know that changes the days for everybody, but I think with the content of the channel, it'll be okay. Because a lot of people do Wednesday Bible studies and then they go to church on Sundays. And we're supposed to be a channel that inspires and motivates. So it may just fit in with the themes of the day better, as well as keeping me out of the upload and live and let's talk veins that Plant-Based Homestead Prepper is doing throughout the week. So that said, welcome to today's video, and be prepared to see lots of Wednesday and Sunday uploads. That way you guys know that you have Monday and Tuesday all to yourselves, and then I've got your Wednesday, you've got Thursday, Friday, and Saturday all to yourselves, and then I take you back, snatch you right back on Sunday. So today we're going to talk about what I had lined up a couple videos ago, but of course most of you that have watched the channel know that we lost a friend, and it's been a little bit difficult. I think my Saturday video was just an upload of pictures of her, and you know, just to kind of memorialize her a little bit, because clearly it's been pretty difficult. Even one of the last videos I uploaded, I cried. That probably won't happen very much. I try not to be too terribly emotional when I do these, even though I really am very passionate about what we talk about, and I want you guys to know that these are not things that I sit around and I guess I do put a lot of thought into them, and because I want them to be impactful, but they're not things that I sit around and just make up on the fly because it's, you know, just something to upload, which is part of the reason why I'm being very intentional about when they go up and what kind of content goes up. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. I actually don't have my notes with me, but this one's something that my grandfather inspired, so it's going to be pretty easy to do without the notes. So I want to talk to you about the hidden inspiration. I'm not exactly sure how to explain the feeling that I have with that phrase, but I want to try to explain to you what I mean by it, and hopefully you guys can take something away from the video that is going to keep you going, not just this week, but all the way until you can't even remember the message anymore. Hopefully until you can't even remember your own name. So here's the deal, the hidden inspiration. Most people are in search of something to inspire them, but they're in search of something that's so awe-inspiring, so amazing, so large, so, you know, so much larger than life, that they don't always appreciate the small things that are just as inspiring. What I mean by that is I'm incredibly inspired by the single mother with the 2 kids who makes it to work on time every morning. The kids make it to school on time every morning. There's always food for the kids to eat. The lights are always on, and there's never a time when the kids don't feel loved. That's inspiring. I'm inspired by the bear who saves the bird from drowning and doesn't bother to eat the bird. I'm inspired by, you know, the husband who gets up and does everything that he can to make sure that his wife is comfortable and secure and feels loved, and provides for the house and the children, and make sure that the dogs get their vet bills paid. That's inspiring. I'm inspired by the battles that people fight, be they public or secret, and still manage to come out on the other side looking as though they have either a restored faith in humanity or an increased faith in humanity, or they have basically dumped something into someone else that has created yet another restoration of faith in the people and the world at large. So when you talk about the hidden inspiration, I want you guys to start looking around you at those things that you're inspired by, that perhaps are not the majestic mountains, that are not the instant rises to fame by people on Instagram and YouTube that are not the soul stirring stories of the husband and wife who had cancer together and they battled it together and they came out of it together, or the I guess the meteoric rise to notoriety based off of some traumatic experience that someone overcame, and now they're, you know, a household name because their story was made into a movie, and now they have all this money and they're inspiring because, you know, they're out helping in the community and everything. I don't know if you guys can hear them, but of course the tribe is going off in the background because they don't know how to sit still when I'm trying to do video. I'm not saying that those things are not inspiring, because they are. The people who give back to the community, the people who get involved in the issues that are going on locally around them, not necessarily the global things, because everybody's going to get on that bandwagon and get involved in those things. But it's the little small touchstones, like I'm touching you, your hand right here, this is me touching you, because I'm able to reach you, I'm able to put my hand on you, I'm able to like personally get involved in whatever it is that is going on within my little circle, and I'm able to put in some practical information. I'm able to motivate someone to make a change. I'm able to inspire somebody to move in a direction that maybe they were afraid to move in. The reason that it came up was because I got a comment that says I was so inspiring. And I don't feel that way at all. I don't feel like I'm an inspiration to anyone. I'm just Jennifer. I tell people all the time that titles don't mean much to me, and I have the hardest time praising myself. A lot of people think I have low self-esteem. I don't have low self-esteem. I think I'm awesome, but awesome in such a way that it's not any better than anyone else's level of awesome. We're all amazing. And so when people say that I'm inspiring, it's hidden from me. So it made me start thinking about the fact that, you know, there are mothers who, or daughters, or sisters, or friends, or husbands, or uncles, or brothers, or whatever. There are people, say hey to the people, Jack. They're puppies, they're Yorkies, they're dogs, they're cats. Yeah? That basically that do things that they think are pretty average. That they do things that they don't think are any better than anybody else's. It's just part of the daily routine. It's nothing out of the ordinary for them, but through the eyes of someone else, it's the most amazing thing they've ever seen. And so inside of each one of you is a hidden inspiration for someone else. Something that you do that feels so routine. Something that you do that feels so normal. Something that you say or that you live by that seems so mundane, so insignificant, is the holy grail, is the relationship goal, is the reason that they continue to get up and strive and aspire for someone else. It's somebody else's point of reference on what life, or what that specific aspect of life, or what that characteristic should look like. We don't know who's watching, and we don't know how what we do impacts the next person. So that's why it's really important for us to celebrate the small things in our own lives, celebrate the small things in other people's lives, and then make sure that we are taking up the mantle of appreciating, understanding, and noticing that hidden inspiration that we have inside of ourselves, that lives in everyone else. Because you may look at someone and what they do that seems so routine to them is your holy grail. It's where you want to go. It's what you want to be. It's what you think is the best version of that characteristic, that aspect, that life, whatever it is. So that's what I wanted to, leave with you today, is that hidden inspiration. And it doesn't have to be Mount Kilimanjaro, guys. It can literally be the fact that some little girl with autism that the doctor said would never speak, at 5 years old said her first words and learned how to tie her shoes. That's inspiring. Because there are so many things that you can't do that you would like to do that other people do. But there are so many things that you do that someone else can't do, and they would love to be able to do it. So anyway, I love you guys. I think that you're one of the most amazing people that I know. I think that you're loving and kind and compassionate. And every time you stop by here, I appreciate the fact that you're on the other side of the video screen. I love you guys so much. And if no one else tells you today, I love you. I think that you're amazing. And I know that there's nothing that you can't do. Thank you again for always coming by and supporting Heart Speak Warriors Forum. I can't wait to start telling you, reading you little snippets of this book. I can't wait to start telling you about the conferences that HeartSpeak is going to be putting on. I'm getting really excited about what I've got formulating in my brain and what I'm going to want to start doing either at the very end of 2020 or at the very start of 2021. And I cannot wait for us to continue to grow and learn and share. And Tara, I haven't forgotten about your topic. That's the next video. So I love you guys, and I will see you guys on Sunday. So don't forget that now the new days are going to be Wednesday and Sunday, and it will always be around the 8 o'clock hour was when I'm going to load up, just because I know that a lot of people will be winding down at that time. And so it'll give you a chance to kind of look at something, you know, that's a little bit relaxing, maybe a little bit inspiring, maybe actually has a little bit of practical information in it just before the day goes, you know, just before you close down for the day. So anyway, guys, I love you. I'll see you back here, me and the Tribe of Five, as always. All right, I'll see you guys on Sunday.